30. He identified himself as 23-year-old Maison Deschamps, called himself a pro-life Superman, and said that he's raising awareness for anti-abortion causes. Deschamps got to the top, where he was taken into custody. No injuries were reported. Are you better off now than you were?
That is fake news. He called himself a pro-life Spider-Man, not Superman. Superman leaps tall buildings in a single bound. Spider-Man climbs up them. This guy climbed up the Chase Tower, or the building formerly known as Chase Tower, I should say. So it's Tuesday, February 7th, 2023, 6:46 p.m. I just realized I've been talking to myself for a while because I switched on my camera and I hit the thing to start it recording, and apparently I missed that part of the screen that started recording. So, oh yeah, lost opportunity. I've been talking to myself since about 7th Avenue and McDowell. I'm actually on Van Buren now, which sucks because I took a different route to work today. And I would have loved to have got that on video, and I'm really bummed that I didn't. So I did the Del Taco Tuesday thing. Got myself a big bag of the value tacos, which I think are like 3 for $1.59 or something like that. It's an obscenely cheap price. And as I've done before, and for a while I was doing it almost every Tuesday, but I haven't done it in quite a while. Ordered it with lettuce on the side, which makes it really nice. Stops the lettuce from getting nasty, and then I can easily microwave the part with the meat and the cheese at work, and then throw some cold lettuce on it. And have what is almost as good as a fresh taco at work. Speaking of work, I was going to say a little bit. I'm trying to think of like what I was talking about when I thought I was recording myself and hadn't actually hit the recording button. And I'm never going to get back to all that, so no point in dwelling on it. But yeah, the pro-life Spider-Man. That's interesting. So today, a man climbed up the building formerly known as Chase Tower, which, if you watch my vlogs from about 9 months ago, when I was regularly taking the light rail and the bus to work at Amazon because I was still waiting for my car to get its engine replaced. I used to often shoot video right there in front of that building. In fact, did a few walk-arounds and showed some nice views of the outside of the building, talking about how it had been vacant for quite some time, and how it was, one of the tallest buildings in Arizona, but there it is, sitting all shiny and vacant. Anyway, if you dig through my vlogs, if you haven't been watching it that long, that's some interesting footage. My bus stop where I would catch the I-10 West Rapid, which was the last bus I took to work, the bus stop was right there in front of the building formerly known as Chase Tower. Anyway, so yeah, a guy scaled it today trying to raise awareness for a pro-life fundraiser. And his concept, it's interesting, is basically, why are you so concerned? He's choosing to risk his life climbing buildings, which I think is amazing that he climbed that whole tower without any kind of special equipment. He just literally wedged himself in a crevice and climbed up it. Did get arrested when he got to the top for trespassing and I think also disorderly conduct. But I still think the guy's pretty awesome for being able to pull that off. But yeah, I mean, if he'd have fucked up, he could have easily fallen to his death. But hey, I mean, to put that in perspective, every person who's driving on the freeway, if they fuck up while driving in the freeway, they could easily crash to their death. So it's not like Americans are not on the daily risking their life doing risky behaviors that, if done incorrectly, could lead to their death. So, but I guess one thing people find more alarming than the other. So anyway, his point in doing that is, in raising awareness for pro-life causes, is, why are y'all willing to do so much to save my life when when you think it's completely acceptable to kill the unborn. It's an interesting point for sure. Anyway, yeah, there was quite a bit of chatter about it in R Phoenix on Reddit today. Of course, I'm still not allowed to comment in there because of quote-unquote racist comments. And apparently the racist comment that was so bad that I've been banned from commenting in that YouTube channel was that I said I like to eat, and this is from a mod, sent me a message on this, saying that I celebrated Martin Luther King Jr. Day by eating soul food. So apparently that makes me racist. It's interesting. I have soul food all the time. I have a black girlfriend, for God's sake. Yeah. Anyway, not sure when a white guy with a black girlfriend eating soul food with her and occasionally her extended family became an act of racism, but this is the world we live in now. But as I explained in a video that I posted a couple days ago, that I shot about a week ago, when a whole bunch of black cops literally beat a black man to death, somehow that was white supremacy. So make that make sense. All right, we got a guy passing on the right. That guy is really eager to be in that semi's blind spot. Oh, we got another guy just came across from the left lane, across 2 lanes behind me, so he can also pass on the right. Oh, and then weave in front of me. Talk about people doing things that could result in their death. There you go. Anyway, I think I'm almost to work right now. I'm not used to going the whole way on Van Buren like this. Not that I went the whole way on Van Buren. Actually, I got on Van Buren from the I-17 frontage road. Took McDowell from Del Taco at 44th and McDowell. I just turned right out of the Del Taco drive-through. Went through the went through the Chevron there, and then turned right onto McDowell. I was actually listening to the Matt Walsh show. I usually listen to that during the day while I'm trying to get myself back to sleep if I wake up too early. But I woke up at a much more normal time today. I want to say I woke up probably about 4:30 before my alarm went off. But it's like I woke up and I'm like, oh, this is actually a reasonable time to wake up. Thought about going to the post office, didn't. I really need to. At this point in time, and I brought this on myself, I admit that. I just simply stopped checking my mail because it's a pain in my ass, and it's an act that just brings lots of garbage into my apartment because the bulk majority of what I receive in the mail is garbage. Anyway, because I was not emptying my mailbox, apparently my mailman has returned everything to the post office. The post office has returned everything to sender, and now they're no longer delivering my mail. So things are being returned to sender as addressee no longer at address, which is bullshit. I haven't moved, as anybody who watches my vlog can see. So we're going home to the same place. But yeah, I've had so far one of my credit cards frozen because of it, and I had to call. I got an email from them, actually this is the cost of my Costco Visa card. Got an email from them saying, that they were due to return mail. I needed to call them and let them know what my current address was, which, I called them up and said, yeah, my address has not changed. This is just a problem with the post office. It shouldn't be a problem with you guys. I do everything online anyway. All right, let's watch all these people not come to a stop at the stop sign. That guy ran the stop sign. That guy ran the stop sign. I'll read a post on the VOA board about this. Yeah. You know, I've got so much footage of people running that stop sign when I'm coming in from 79th Avenue like that. I really should put it together into a YouTube short. It just amazes me how some people just think it's completely okay to just fly through certain stop signs on the daily. Anyway, yeah, took McDowell. I was actually listening to the Matt Walsh show as it was driving. It wrapped up, so I didn't check the traffic view. I just figured, whatever, I'm leaving in adequate time. I can just go down McDowell. Since getting on the freeway was probably a bad idea, which it was. Didn't use any freeway at all today. Dealt with the traffic on McDowell. Now McDowell tends to have pretty heavy traffic too. Probably not notably quicker than taking the freeway, but whatever. Until I'm looking at my traffic view, I'm not deviating from that. I think I probably finished the Matt Walsh show probably around. I'm gonna say probably, I don't know, about Central and maybe Third Street in McDowell ish, and from there, looked at the traffic view, saw that I-10 all the way to work was not looking good, but McDowell also not the greatest either. Although obviously I don't want to, go across downtown Phoenix on Van Buren. That's no good in the afternoon. So ended up taking the I-17 frontage road, and I forgot just how efficient that is. But yeah, there's absolutely no cross traffic, nothing, just not much of anything. It's almost like a little mini detached freeway if you get on the I-10 southbound frontage road from McDowell Road to Van Buren. It was interesting. I need to do that again and actually hit my record button and shoot some footage of that, because that's some interesting first person urban type driving view, because you end up you're on like a highway, so you're driving quickly, where there's really no cross traffic or access to it, but you end up driving underneath the stack, so you can see all the layers of traffic whizzing by overhead. It's pretty neat. Anyway, I'm at Amazon. I really wanted to talk a little bit more about the, I think I pretty much said everything I had to say about the pro-life Spider-Man. And I'll try to post a link in the comments to an article. I'm sure KTR will have a good article about it where they correctly identify him as the pro-life Spider-Man, not Superman. I can't believe she said that. Wow, fail. Yeah, I really wanted to talk about what all happened at work yesterday, because it was pretty interesting, as well as the day before, because yesterday my mind was not in a good place and I didn't really clarify that worth a shit. But yesterday, very interesting day. Spent most of the day being paid to literally just sit around and waste time. And I gotta do more of that today. Since I'm still listed as somebody that works in inbound, although I hardly ever work at all in inbound anymore, and as part of working in inbound, as somebody who works in inbound fluid, which is even funnier, because I got to the point where I just steadfastly refused to work in inbound fluid when I still did work in inbound full time. Well, Fluid has changed dramatically. They've got this new piece of equipment called a De-Stuff It, and I'll try to put a link to a video about what a De-Stuff It is in the video description here. Yeah, training class for how to operate that piece of equipment. I did stand on it and play with a little bit of the controls yesterday. I found it very unnerving. I kind of feel like it's a falling accident waiting to happen, and I'll explain more about that hopefully in my next video. That said, the class was great, and we also included a rehash of Safety School by an adorable young girl who's probably not in the least bit qualified to teach any of this stuff, but hey, she's a learning ambassador, has a blue vest and everything. Cute, flirty. I tell you, just hanging out with her through most of last night made me wish I was Made me wish I was 19 again. Really did. Looking to spend as much of time with her today as I can.